Wednesday morning, and no makeup. Yeah, this is what I really look like. This is what, day 3? Day 3 of my plant-based diet, no wheat. I say plant-based because I'm eating a lot more fruits and vegetables, but I'm still eating eggs and cheese, and I think I might have milk, but I haven't had milk. I used to be a big milk drinker, but now that I don't eat cookies, I don't have as much milk. And I used to put it in my cereal, and now I'm not having cereal because of the no wheat. So anyway, so eggs, cheese, all types of fruits and vegetables, no makeup. I've been listening to this audio book. I forgot who the author is, but it's called Wheat Belly. It's a lot of scientific. It was written by a doctor. There's a lot of science behind it. So if you like that kind of read, which I do, I highly recommend it. I can't do it justice by trying to, tell you everything that I'm learning. I do the best I can as I go, and the more that I, acquire the skills and the practice, of course, the more I'll be able to share. But I'm not going to pretend I know something I don't. I'm just learning a lot about the effects of wheat and how they have altered genetically through the years. I think it was yesterday I talked about how the commercial farmers had hybrid, and it wasn't just the commercial farmers. Come to find out, before that, it was this doctor who I don't remember his name. His goal was to fight world hunger, and so making denser wheat and being able to produce more per volume of land was the goal. And perhaps back then they didn't know. They didn't investigate either. They didn't do the studies to see if changing the genetics of these wheat would affect how humans, digest it or even take it in, the nutrients. So, very little study. And apparently 3,000 years ago, we didn't really have wheat as it is today. It was called something else. And over the years, it's kind of, man has kind of mated. I don't know if that's the right word for plants, but I keep thinking hybrid. But yeah, I guess they crossbreed different things for different reasons. I know one of the reasons why they changed the original, whatever it was that they had, the grain that they had, was it to make it more pliable, right? To make it more doughy. The one that they had was very non-pliable, kind of sticky and thick. So one of the reasons why they changed that. But interestingly, what I was listening to yesterday was the research study that they'd done on the effects of, eating wheat. By the way, wheat is in everything. It is in everything. Besides the fresh fruit and vegetables, gluten is in everything, which is the part of the wheat, I guess, that's not healthy for us, so we don't digest properly. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm not sure. But, so they did some research, right, back in the day before they had signed consent on schizophrenics. And they, what they did was, first of all, let me back up. First of all, they found that this ingredient that's in gluten, it operates in the blood system differently than any other thing. It actually can, the blood vessels that go in the brain, there's a wall to protect it so that it, the blood doesn't go into the brain, or other nutrients don't go into the brain and mess it up. So the thing that's in the gluten, which I can't think of it, it goes into the brain, right? So it's able to go through that wall. In doing so, what it does is it attaches to the receptors, it binds to the receptors, like the dopamine, or similarly like more appropriately opiates, right? So it gives you that feel good, right? Gets you high in a way. It's not like opiates that kind of high, but it does give you the feel good. The point of the whole reason why I'm explaining this is because they're finding it's very addicting. It's very addicting, and there's withdrawals to it when you stop taking it. So one of the reasons why I bring this up too is one of the reasons why I say that it's in everything. And the reason why it's in everything is because it's addicting, and it's a appetite stimulant. So when you ingest it, you get hungry and you eat more. So not to keep bashing big industry, but I just feel like sometimes people get caught up in making profits at the expense of people's well-being and health, right? So trying to educate myself and hopefully maybe you folks that are listening on the dangers of it. So back to the study. So they did this study on schizophrenics, and they had a room full of food, all types of food, wheat food, fresh food, vegetables, whatever, and they put a group of schizophrenics in there, and they noticed that they had more significant symptoms of hallucinations and violent behavior and different symptoms that pertain to schizophrenic. But when they took the weed away, I think it was like just a week after they took it away, they noticed that there was a significant difference, that the symptoms weren't as severe, if present at all. And they were stating that they don't feel that weed cause schizophrenia, but it definitely does have an effect on the symptoms of schizophrenia. They also did research again on schizophrenics with a substance called naltrexone. Now, naltrexone is what they give, it's in the Narcan. It's what they give, people that overdose on opiates. It puts them in instant withdrawal. It binds the receptors so that the opiates cannot get on the receptors. It takes the high away immediately. They gave the schizophrenics naltrexone and then put them in the room with the food. They found that the schizophrenics with the naltrexone didn't really eat much meat and wheat, and they weren't really even that hungry. They weren't as hungry and ate as much as the ones without the naltrexone. So it actually, and that's how they kind of linked it to being addictive in the sense like opiates, because the chemicals that I told you about, bind to the receptors, much like opiates do. So interesting, right? Very interesting. The doctor that wrote the book, Wheat Belly, he had, one of the reasons why he even got involved in this whole thing was because he had experienced weight gain and beer belly looking. They call it wheat belly because, it's not caused by drinking beer necessarily. But, and he he exercised. He, besides eating the wheat, he did try to eat well, low fat and stuff like that. And he just kept gaining weight. Sorry, it's getting hot in my car, and I hate driving with my jacket anyway. So, getting back to what I was talking about. So he noticed, and he did studies on other people, that there was a good percentage of people, including himself, that experienced withdrawal when he stopped eating wheat products. Withdrawal, and he actually did tests before he actually quit the wheat too. He would stop taking the wheat for a couple of days. He noticed his blood sugar levels, were lower. There's a link between wheat and diabetics. And when I'm talking about wheat, I'm talking about all wheat. I'm not just talking about bleached or white bread. I'm talking about like whole grain wheat. So when you think you're eating whole wheat bread is healthy, it's not really any healthier than any other type of, bread out there, which I found interesting, because I always thought, I'm eating whole wheat grains or whatever. Anyway, so I do that a lot, don't I? I forgot what I was saying now. So he noticed that there was withdrawal symptoms of getting back to when he was trying the wheat and then not the wheat, and he noticed that the blood sugars were down. But after a couple of days of not having the wheat, he did notice withdrawal symptoms. And as soon as he had something wheat, kind of like an alcoholic. Like if you're an alcoholic and you go through withdrawals and you start feeling, that's why a lot of times people will have a drink the next morning, right, to fight the hangover. The hangover is basically a withdrawal. But anyway, so when he ate a wheat product, he felt a lot better. The symptoms went away. But he noticed symptoms for, I think he said like 3, 4, 5 days, something like that, where he had, body aches. He had belly cramps, nausea. I don't remember if he said he had diarrhea or not, but he might have. Anyway, so again, just very interesting. So I'm on my 3rd day of not having any wheat, as well as the plant products. And I didn't notice it on the first 2 days. Kind of a little bit last night. I had my cauliflower crusted pizza. So the crust is made out of cauliflower, and you get the sauce and the cheese on top. And it was pretty good. It tasted pretty good. But after a slice, my stomach started feeling like, I don't know, it didn't feel too good. So I thought maybe it was that. But I'm not going to get into details about what happened this morning, but I don't feel too good this morning either. I'm having body aches, my neck, a little bit of my back. I have a bad back anyway, so usually when I get body aches, I always get sore on my back. But I'm not going to take ibuprofen because I've already detoxed from that, and I'm determined not to go back. But so it's just interesting, and I'm gonna keep you apprised of how I'm feeling and how I'm doing, and see if maybe there is something to it or not. I don't know. But I'm just trying to eat better and healthier, organic foods also. And I went shopping to pick up some stuff yesterday, and I'm picking up stuff that I don't normally eat, like passion fruit, mango. I like mangoes, but I don't normally just like pick them up to eat them. I normally, pick up the typical, apples and oranges and bananas and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get more variety. I also picked up parsley for my salad. I've been eating raw broccoli. It's not the greatest, and I like radishes. I didn't know that. I mean, I've had them in my salad before, but I haven't really noticed. But I actually like them. Like, I can eat them like just raw, just eating a radish. They're really not that strong. Again, it might be my taste buds are not fully back yet. I'm also drinking my coffee black without sugar and cream, which is totally new and odd for me. I have a really bad sweet tooth, and I'm just trying to get away from that. I'm just trying to eat healthier. You know, it's a little bit of a challenge, but not too bad. I'm eating all kinds of good stuff. I'm having walnuts and almonds and goji berries and just a lot of stuff. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. I know it's only 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, I don't know what time you'll be watching this, but it's 7 o'clock in the morning for me. I hope you have a great day. Remember to keep focused, keep positive, keep smiling. If you're not feeling good, like if you're feeling down, what I find is if I sing or hum a song or whistle, I feel better. So, and I think I've talked about this in another video, that psychologically, we can actually make ourselves happy. And I've proven that time and time again. So I didn't feel good this morning. I started my day over. I'm singing, I'm whistling. I'm not doing that on YouTube because I'm not there yet. But anyway, I'm gonna have a great day because that's my intention. And I hope you do the same. Stay blessed and remember to live your life, what? Enthusiastically. Until next time, peace guys.